Hey guys, it's teacher Alicia here, and I brought with me today Miss Cora. She's gonna help me do the craft today. So hopefully you've already done your lesson for today. Have you done your lesson for today? Have we done our lesson for today?
I don't know.
Not yet, actually, not when we're recording this. But our lessons today, for preschool, there's a different one than what the elementary are learning, but they were all pretty similar in one thing. One is that we're sharing the love of Jesus with others and thinking of others and putting others first before ourselves. And so I was thinking about something fun for us to do this week, and that is that May Day is coming up. May Day, do you know what May Day is?
No.
May Day is May 1st, and the tradition on May Day is to deliver flowers to people and like leave them on their doorstep. So I thought it would be fun to make a 3-dimensional paper flower, and you could use this as something you share with somebody else or one for yourself, or maybe make a couple and you could drop them on a neighbor's door or whatever you want. I put in the bottom here, Jesus loves you, as a fun way to share Jesus's love with others. But you can do whatever you want. You could write a different message on there if you would like. So let's talk about what we need to make this craft. So Cora, what is it that we have here that we need?
You need one color for your petals color.
Whoop, it's gonna stop at me.
This color, you need a color. I'm using this dark.
She calls it dark pink. I call it red. Red.
And then for the middle, you're gonna need a different color. I chose lighter pink.
Yep. So you will also need scissors, and you will need a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, maybe just another type of straight edge. We have pencil here, a stapler that will come in handy for when we assemble the flower, glue stick, and then I also grabbed this is just a small little circular shape I'm going to use for when we trace the center of the flower. So we'll get to all of that in just a minute. The first thing you will want to do once you've decided what color your flower is going to be is you're going to want to draw with your ruler and make your petals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the short side of the paper. I'm just going to line up my ruler here and draw a straight line with a pencil on that spot right there. So I'll just show you here. And then I will take the ruler and I'm just going to scoot it over to then the new edge that I just drew and draw another line. And I'm going to continue this all the way across the paper. So we're going to do this. You get busy working on yours. All right, here we go. So we have our paper here with all the lines on it now, and they're ready to be cut out. As you can see, I actually chose to do a flower that's two-toned. So I'm gonna have a red and an orange petal. I think it's gonna turn out really fun. So, all right, now you just need to cut them into strips. So get busy, do your cutting. We'll see you after. Okay, so now friends, now that you have this part, your petals done, you need to cut out your stem. So we have green here. I just used that same ruler. It's about 1 inch wide, so it's gonna be the perfect size for my stem. So I'm just gonna quickly draw a line down this, and I did it the long ways. Cora, do you want green for your stem as well?
Yes.
So I'm gonna draw 2 of those, and Cora's gonna cut out those for us. And then we're also going to cut out our center of our flower. I'm gonna do yellow as the center of my flower because I think that's the color most flowers have, don't you think? But Cora decided on, what was the color you decided on?
Light pink.
She wants the light pink, so I'm gonna trace one for you. So I'm just using that circle piece that we had talked about earlier, and I'm just tracing that so that we can cut out the center of our flower. So there you can see Miss Cora's is ready for her to cut out. So why don't you cut that one? I'll cut my yellow one. If you don't have anything that's circular to trace, You can just eyeball it, that works fine too, but just make sure it's gonna be, you want it to be about 1.5 inches or so around, because this is gonna help us cover the center petal part. Because when we do the petals, we're gonna put it together with a stapler, because that's a lot easier than using glue. And so this will help to cover the staple portion of it. So now the last thing you need is you need a color to be your background. And so I'm gonna use pink. Cora, what color background do you want?
I want blue.
She's gonna do blue. Do you want a light blue like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's got the light blue, I've got the pink. The first thing you'll want to do is to put your stem down on the paper. And you can see when I did it before, I did it kind of at an angle, so it would kind of end up in this corner. I just thought that looked cute. You could also do it straight up and down if you want. But so to get this look, I'm going to just put it on there first and show you. So I kind of had it, see, kind of going at an angle, and you want to make sure you leave plenty of room for your flower to still sit here. And then when I got that there, I just folded the bottom like this so that I can see where that folded up gives it a petal look. So it's like a stem within the leaf or petal there. And I am going to then just use my glue stick and glue it down really quickly. I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna run that down, and Miss Cora will do the same. And then make sure you kind of re-stick it about that same place you had before. And then you can see it's like that. And then you'll want to put your a little bit of glue here to then stick this down. So once Cora is done with that part, oh, she just went for it all in one. That was smart too. And I'm gonna put my glue there and fold it back up, and we're ready now for our flower to go on there. So now what we need to do is create our flower. So for this part, you will want to make sure you have your stapler handy, and you're going to take the petals. I have orange and red. I'm planning on rotating. Cora's just doing all one color. So I'm going to show you what I did. So you're going to want to fold these over without actually creasing it. We're just bending it over and making the two ends line up. And then you can just hold it with your fingers pinched together, okay? Since I'm rotating my colors, I'm going to take my orange one next because I want it to rotate. And I'm gonna then put the one bottom part kind of here so that it's all gonna group together. You're gonna staple it there. And then I'm gonna again fold it there to keep it lined up. Yep, just like that. And then keep going with it. So for me, I'm rotating the colors, so I'll go red next. Cora's just gonna keep going with her red, if I can get a hold of it. And I'm gonna put it underneath again and then just fold it back over. And you can see it's still just continuing to build the petals. So it's all being grouped right there together. And this puts me about halfway through. If you feel like you wanna put a staple here at this point, you could. I'm just gonna keep going and staple it at the end. Actually, maybe I'll put a staple in it now. It does kind of help to keep it all together. Cora, are you wanting to put a staple in yours now? And then I'm just gonna keep, so this one looks like you just barely, so she's still going for it here, but she just lost her grip, I think, on one of them.
I'll staple it.
Okay, so she's gonna staple it. So I have it here. I'm gonna go for my orange one next and just keep layering it like I was. If you start on the bottom and then underneath, or go up over the top. And then I'm gonna do my red one next. And then that should leave me just one more orange one there to go between, and then I am done. So I'm gonna put my orange one there and then do another staple to keep it all together. And it turns out to be such a fun 3D flower. Okay, so I put my staple in there. I feel like that one didn't staple that great, so I'm just gonna put another staple in there to be sure. And make sure you keep those staples right towards the center because you will put the yellow part over this. So you can see this is it. This is how it's looking so far. Cora's ready for another staple. So if you just kind of, whoop. Okay, so now I just gotta get all in there. slide it in, and then staple it down. Perfect. Okay, so now you will want to take your center piece like this, and I'm just going to put a bunch of glue on it. Oops, need my glue out further. Bunch of glue, and I'm going to put that so that it covers my staples and creates the center of my flower like this. And Cora's doing hers. And then the last piece will be to put glue on the back side and stick it on your paper. I did lots of glue on this part just to be sure it had plenty to stick to. So you can see our glue's blue, so you can see it there. And then I'm gonna stick it onto my stem of my flower that I've created. And then you'll wanna let that dry really good before you do too much with it. But there you can see my finished flower with the two-tone, and Cora's getting hers attached down, and you can see hers. Whoa, she got it, I think. Okay, so we got our finished flowers. Aren't they so fun? And then at this point, if you want to write a message like I did on my other one, where I wrote Jesus loves you, you can write any message there that you want and give it to a friend, make a couple of them, distribute them to your neighbors. I think that would be a fun thing for people to receive on their doorstep right now during this time that's so hard to be away from people. So, all right, that's it. That's our craft for today, for this week, and we're just thinking of you a lot and hoping that you guys are doing well, right? Don't we miss them?
Yeah.
Yes, we miss you guys. So have an awesome week. Bye.